Hello, guys, and welcome everyone to the HU podcast. It is the show where we talk about everything and anything related to students, university, everything you could relate to. Today, we're talking about Christmas since we're in that mood. I'm here with Andre and Joyce. I'm the host, and they are joining with me today to talk about all Christmas.
Hi guys, hey everybody.
Hey,
You need to say something more. Say something.
how are you guys?
There you go.
So, what have you planned? What's your plan? Plans for Christmas?
For me, it's always Christmas with family. I always spend Christmas Eve with my mom, my dad, and my siblings. My mom always does this humongous festive table. She likes to go extra. I think it's a Lebanese mom thing, but we always eat special food, which I always like. What about you, Andre?
Well, it's not my Christmas technically till January 6th.
All right.
I can
I
relate.
forgot about that.
Can relate
That's
to
cool.
that.
Yeah, but usually like we set up a table. Food, wine. Other stuff.
Everything in the
everything,
fridge.
everything you can think about. It's usually we spend it with family, friends. So normal Christmas, I think.
What's your favorite Christmas food? Or like food you eat on Christmas?
There's this salad with peas and corn and like with mayo mixed together.
Oh, I know the salad. That's a good salad.
Yeah, every Christmas it's my favorite. Like
Wha-
it's the main thing, and I eat the whole bowl.
If you don't know what to answer me, you can just say something sweet. There are lots of sweet.
Yeah, well, every Christmas we go through this, me and my mom, about when we should put the Christmas tree, like after the
right.
20th or before the 20th, and I always force her to put the Christmas tree. This year I was like, that's it. It's me, it's my decision. I put the Christmas tree. Just
Isn't it-
me alone.
Isn't it universal to have the Christmas tree in the start of December? That's my
think
tradition.
It is.
Well, no, it isn't. People put it up in October. The
Okay.
crazy people.
Right. And there are always these decorations on the street that never go.
Yeah.
Like on the entrance of Burj Hamoud, there's this big tree. It's been there since last year. I think even the one before.
Did you know that Christmas trees weren't a thing in the past and they were forbidden?
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were forbidden because some Americans said that it is a symbol, religious symbol, and some of them didn't agree with that. They banned it for a while, and then when it spread throughout Europe, then they started to accept it, I guess.
Interesting. What made it popular made it
Mm-hmm.
accepted.
It started with someone from Germany. When he was like in a ceremony, he went to a place and got out, and when he got out he saw a tree, and behind the tree he saw lights
Mm-hmm.
coming like between
Okay,
the
between the
leaves,
leaves, yeah.
and he wanted to show his family what it was like for him. So when he got home, he brought a small little tree and he put like lit candles. And that's when the realization hit that, wow, we should do this every Christmas.
Oh wow, that's so interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's what? Nice.
It started from Germany, then he went, I think him or another person, I don't know. But the person was German. He went to America and in Ohio, and he put up a tree, and everyone was like, what is this?
That's so cool.
Like, what are you doing? Putting things on the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first they decorated the tree with like ornaments, mainly like fruits, like
Very cool.
biscuits, sweets.
That's one way to decorate a Christmas tree.
Well, this time we didn't put a Christmas tree. I didn't have time to set it up, so I just like printed a picture of a Christmas tree and put it where we usually put the Christmas tree.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you guys do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, who's gonna set it up? I mean, my brother, he's useless.
Yeah, just hang a frame on the wall, Christmas tree.
Yeah, so we have a picture, an A3 picture of a Christmas tree.
Hala, I have seen unconventional trees, but this is a whole new level of
Yeah.
that.
Well, it was black and white at first, and then like no, I thought that it should be in color. So
Did you print it again, or did you at least color it?
I printed it again.
Oh, please. Please do anything Christmas related other than printing the Christmas tree.
It's so lazy to put
It's efficient.
picture.
But where's the Christmas spirit?
Yeah, where is it?
Well, I mean, if you base it on the tree, then
Is it in your heart? Is that where the Christmas spirit is?
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Did Santa pass by and put gifts under the trees or not?
I sure hope not.
I mean, I don't have a chimney, so I don't think he did.
Did you know that the very early drawings of Santa were of a very skinny Santa so he could fit in the chimney? But then they made him bigger.
Yeah,
They
that's-
made him like a full Santa.
He got fat from all the cookies.
Yeah, he
ate.
got fat from all the cookies and milk. Do you want a fun fact about the cookies and milk?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Let's
Yes.
hear it.
Can I
Yalla.
tell you the fact? So, we know that there's like the tradition of leaving cookies and milk for Santa so that the reindeers could eat, and Santa likes cookies and milk. But the tradition was actually rooted in Norse mythology. I don't know if you've heard of Odin, Thor, Loki. Have you heard of these characters?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're familiar with them. So the All-Father Odin, who, by the way, is the one who granted the human race their life and like the souls and everything. And also another like sub-fun fact, Wednesday came from the name Odin's Day. It was originally called Odin's Day, but then it became Wednesday over time. Odin's Day,
Wow.
Odin's Day, Wednesday. So it just
Like
transitioned into that.
Like Hodor.
Hodor?
Hold the door. You know, Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
Hodor.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, anyway, so Odin used to ride in a horse called Sleipnir. Sleipnir, am I pronouncing that right?
Technically, it's right.
Okay.
Okay. So he had 8 legs. So you can
Mhm.
imagine how much food he needed because he used to run a lot, you know, on battles and everything.
Mhm.
And so what the citizens would do, they would bake things for Odin and leave them. And so that's where the tradition of cookies and milk came from. They were originally for Odin after he came from battle because they wanted him to come to their house so he could bless them, you know, after
Oh.
a battle and everything. And yeah, after I heard this thought, I was wondering what you would bake for Odin. I mean, what you would bake for Santa.
I mean, it's crazy to comprehend that you're putting food on the table for a stranger to come into your house and put presents for
And
you
bless you.
and then leave. I don't think this would be a thing nowadays because Santa would straight away go to prison or jail.
Well, you have a higher
Breaking and
chance-
entering.
Well, you have a higher chance of attracting rats than Santa. So
That's true.
yeah.
Well, what I would put, not like under the tree, but I would decorate the tree with candy canes.
Ooh, I love candy canes.
Yeah, now putting cookies and milk, I mean, they don't come with wraps and stuff. I mean, candy canes, they come with like cute decorations and different types.
Right.
You could decorate the tree with it. Now, I don't know, most of us know it, and we usually do decorate our trees here in our country with candy canes, at least some of us. But the history of candy canes goes back years, hundreds of years in history. Now, it goes back, again, we're in Germany, of course. It goes back to 1670, like 350 years ago, where this core master would distribute white sticks of candy to children during Christmas holiday to keep them quiet because they had ceremonies, rituals, so he wanted them to stay quiet. But through time, he noticed that some people are against it. Not against it. They think it's something to be distracted with. So he tried to give it meaningful, to be something meaningful for them. So he bent the hook that you know at the end of the candy cane, to make it a shepherd's staff.
Oh.
That's where the hook came from, the meaning. Now, this is what the legends say. We don't know if it's true or not, but this is what we know of. But still, during that time, the candies were still white and they weren't widely spread. Now, when a German immigrant named August went to Christmas and to decorate his tree, he decorated the tree with candy canes. And again, people were so surprised by that. What are you doing? But still, red and white stripes did not came across, because still they used to decorate the Christmas cards with candies and fruits. Still, the candy canes weren't white stripes.
So when did they add the red stripes?
It began after 20th century, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. There was this man, Bob. He had a candy shop named Bob's Candies, which became wildly famous. He started to market candy canes and sell them, and it became wildly popular in the United States with the help of his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law, Gregory Keller, invented a machine to manufacture candy canes, because
That's
before
crazy.
that they used to do it with hand, and it was very difficult.
You see the beauty of capitalism. It spreads joy and
Yes. I just love capitalism. I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
Yeah. Well, there's this research that the National Confectioners Association made, and it asks the question that what's the right way to eat a candy cane?
I don't know. I just like eat it, any side.
From which side though? Like,
From
do
the
you
middle.
break it? Do you start from the hook?
From the middle.
Only wrong answers here are accepted. Thank you
Okay,
very
so,
much.
well, the research says that 57% of the participants ate from the bottom to the hook, and 27% started from the hook to the bottom, and 16% broke the pieces and ate
That's
them.
what I would do. Honestly.
And less than 1% eat it from the middle.
Why would you eat it from the middle?
Much better.
That's only you.
I'm pretty sure that's only
That's you. No one eats it from the middle.
Okay.
Okay. The more we talk about Christmas, the more I realize that Christmas has nothing to do, almost nothing nowadays, to do with, the birth of Jesus Christ and Mary and all this ancient story, and so much to do about just random things that evolved over time and became Christmas things. And I don't even know if
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can say Christmas is a religious holiday anymore. It's really just a holiday. Who's in for more fun facts?
Speaking of candy canes, what other things do we have popular in our country? Like candies, sweets.
There's the bûche de Noël, the cake.
Yeah, that's so
Gingerbread
popular.
cookies.
Yeah, those are popular.
I'm not familiar with gingerbread. I've never ever created it. I know people go like crazy on it, like we need to make a gingerbread or whatever.
The gingerbread house is really fun to make.
It is.
It's tricky though, because the dough and everything. You have
You
to
need
hold
to
it
stick
together.
it together.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
please
yeah.
don't shake. Don't let it fall. Whereas speaking of gingerbread, it's not like the candy cane. It doesn't have any history to it. It's more of an inspiration, which comes from a not so Christmassy fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel, which was
Oh,
published
I didn't know that was connected.
1812. Yes. Now, I did not know what this Hansel and Gretel story was until I read it, and I realized, oh, I've read it
Yeah.
during my childhood,
Uh-huh.
and it's so traumatizing to reread it back. It wasn't that traumatizing when I read it when I was young, but now to To look at it again, it's a story about family who lives in a hut, a father, two children, and a stepmom. Now, the stepmom was very strict. She used to make them clean the house, doesn't let them eat much. They would starve to death. And Gretel was actually the girl, and the Hansel was the boy. They chose to go out of the home, so they traced back the home with rocks so they couldn't get lost. But at the end of the road, they figured out that they don't have much rocks left, and Hansel started to put breads so that they could find a way home. But when they returned back, they realized there's no bread. The animals must have ate the bread on the floor, on the ground. So they're panicking. They don't know what to do. And Hansel sees a light coming from the woods, and he goes, and they found a house built with candy.
Ooh.
Now,
Hence-
till now, the story is interesting. Like going into the forest, seeing a house made
Wait,
of.
already there's like a bit of abandonment from the parents,
Yes.
but we're just gonna ignore that. Continue
Ignore
the
that
story.
this is it was in the 1812. Let's ignore the fact that this was a child's story
Mhm.
nighttime thing. Well, what did they not know about is that the house was owned by a witch who was like who eats people.
Of course, a witch would live in a candy-made house. Why not?
Nice.
That's a good story to tell kids.
Cannibalism.
Yes, exactly. So she heard the sound, she got out of the house, she was like, "What are you doing eating my home?" Come inside, I have food. He locked the boy, he said that I will make him fat and eat him. And for the girl, she gave her tasks to do, like clean the house.
That is so sexist.
Not
cook
at the time, honey.
food, clean the house, and take care of her stuff. At the end, Gretel was like, "I'm afraid you're going to die, my brother. Like, take this bone." Because every time the witch was checking his weight so that he would like get fat and she
Okay.
would eat him.
Mhm.
So at the end, she was like, "Take this like bone and let her feel the bone so that she knows that you're still not fat, so you will have more time to live."
Oh wow, I'm remembering the story as you're telling it. Okay.
And the witch, when she realized that, oh, he isn't getting fat, she said, "Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care if he's a thin, skinny boy. I'm going to eat him anyway." She was like, so she told Gretel to go and start a fireplace. And Gretel was like, I need to think of something. I can't let my brother die and watch him be eaten by a witch. So she was trying to figure out something, and then it hit her, and she said to the witch, "Okay, I tried to lit the fireplace. Would you like come and check it since you're in charge in here?" And when the witch was checking the fireplace, she pushed the witch into
Wow, brave one.
the yeah.
Nice
Good.
ending.
Nice.
Yeah.
This
Did they
was,
eat? Did they eat the house after that? I bet.
they found their way. I think they saw a horseman on the
Oh,
street.
of course. Yeah, the savior.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the original story or like extended, but yeah, they went home and they found out their stepmom is dead.
Interesting. That's one hell of a story.
It's a roller coaster. Yeah.
I had no idea Gingerbread House was originating from that story. I've always known the story. I just didn't make that connection.
Same.
There's also another connection I didn't make until very late. It's also about Christmas. You've seen Santa's clothes, right? You've seen the way that he
Yeah.
dresses.
It's a combination of reds, whites.
Yeah, and then the
yeah.
black belt. And regardless of the outfit itself, have you seen the hat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about the hat? Why is it shaped like that?
To cover his bald
Okay,
bald head.
maybe, yeah. Bald head from all the gifts he has to prepare in a single year. But what else? It's actually, I was reading about it. Santa's hat is actually a nightcap. The cap they wear to go to sleep, to go to bed. That's why it's shaped like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he technically doesn't go to sleep.
He doesn't, but he comes during the night, so he's supposed to be sleeping. I guess that's why.
So we wake him up with candies and milk.
And I bet during his flight from one continent to another, he has to sleep a little bit, so maybe he just doesn't have time to take it off.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that until research.
Wow. But
Yeah.
well, a lot of things get popular during Christmas, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we have Christmas movies, Christmas songs, and like speaking about movies, I mean, it's that time of year again, like when we all gather around the tree, deck the halls, and we watch our favorite holiday classics. I mean, while there are many great Christmas movies, there are some that like stand out above the rest, and we're going to talk about a few of these beloved films and why they're so special. So first up, we have the 1988 classic Die Hard. Now, this movie is a classic action flick with a Christmas twist. We have Bruce Willis. He stars as John McClane, a New York cop who finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he has to contend with a group of terrorists. I mean, it's Christmas special. And with its clever dialogue and it's spectacular. With the action sequences, the script, the music, and Die Hard is one of the most beloved Christmas movies ever made, and it will stay like that for years to come.
I really should watch it then. You're really
Same.
making me want to watch it.
Yeah, we also have the classic Dr. Seuss animated adaptation of The Grinch, and this movie is a delightful story of how even the most determined Grinch can be won over by the spirit of Christmas. The animation is like colorful, vibrant. The music is beautiful, and the storyline is like heartwarming. It's a timeless classic that is sure to bring joy to the viewers of all ages. I mean, I still watch it sometimes, once every 2 years, so it still holds up even today. And finally, we have the beloved.
Wait. Before we move on, if the Christmas spirit visits you, and it impacts your heart,
Yeah,
would you change the tree and put up an actual tree?
it's a bit too late for that, but
Because you're sounding like the Grinch to me.
Ooh.
I mean, if the Christmas spirit visited my house, I would make it set up the tree. So, I mean, you're here either way. So,
But it's a spirit. It's a non-material being. You have to do it.
nah, I'll pass.
No.
All right. What's the third movie?
So the third movie, it's also a beloved classic. It's a Wonderful Life. Now, it was released in 1946. It's a bit old, and it's a Christmas movie that tells the story of George Bailey. He's a man who's given up his dreams and has sacrificed his life in order to help others. And on Christmas Eve, he contemplates suicide, only to be visited by an angel who shows him what the world would have been like if he had never been born. And through this experience, like George realizes that the importance of his life and the value of his relationship. And throughout like 70 years, the film has become a beloved classic, and it's become an enduring holiday tradition. It's a really beautiful movie that you should definitely watch.
I will put that
This
on
holiday
my
season.
watch list, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds very lovely. I like that. That's a very good message.
Yes.
Why don't these spirits visit me? I want to take these tours.
Maybe they're afraid.
Of me?
Yeah.
No.
But I have the Christmas spirit, unlike you.
Same. Like December 1, that's it. We're putting the tree, we're putting playlists,
Putting the tree.
Christmas music, gifts.
Yeah, speaking of music, I mean, holiday music, I mean, every year we hear the timeless Christmas songs, they make their way to top of the charts, and others become new favorites. I mean, so what are the best Christmas songs of all time? We have to rule out Mariah Carey, sorry.
Of
I mean,
course.
she's,
She's the best.
so it's an overused Christmas song.
Oh,
mean,
this is the overused. This song is
I
so
mean, they
overused.
start putting it in September.
do you want what do
Before
you want for
September.
Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get why it's overused, but I feel like at this point it's as valuable as Jingle Bells
Yes.
or just one of those classics. Maybe because I've heard it so many times. It
Yeah.
is overused.
It is catchy.
When it starts playing, you know what's gonna happen. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I don't want that
Well,
for Christmas.
well, I mean, it's been around since 1994 every year. I mean, they bombard us. Like, they put it on repeat like 12 times a day.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
wonder what she thinks about this.
She's proud
I
of
mean,
herself.
she's probably making a lot of money out of it. So there's that.
Capitalism strikes again.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we have like other modern classics like Ariana Grande's Santa Tell Me. We have Michael Bublé's It's Beginning to Look
Ooh,
Like
that one's a
Christmas.
good classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are the good ones. And there's like Justin Bieber's Mistletoe.
That one's okay.
Yeah. And of course, like no list of Christmas songs would be complete without the classics, like from the likes of Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, and Frank Sinatra. I mean, those are the good ones.
Nothing says Christmas like Sinatra.
Yeah. And for those who are looking like for something a bit more upbeat, there's like Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. And there's like Chuck Berry's Run, Rudolph, Run. It has a really good beat to it. And there's something a bit more sentimental, like there's Nat King Cole's the Christmas song, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and like I mean chestnuts, like they're the best treat to have around this time.
Ooh.
And Bing Crosby's White Christmas, and no matter what your taste in music is, like I mean, I guess there's always something for you out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone has different styles, different interests.
Preferences. There's
Yes.
also like Heidi Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Everybody loves the song, but for some reason it ticks me off. I cannot like it enough. I think because it just used to play during my shift at work, so I have bad associations with it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And for businesses, it's also the most profitable time of the year. I mean, the holiday season in full swing. Companies are ramping up their marketing efforts. I mean, to capitalize on the lucrative Christmas shopping season. And I mean, businesses focus on creating a festive atmosphere. I mean, it's whether it's stuff decorating the storefront, offering seasonal discounts. I mean, it's one of the most lucrative times of the year for them, and
The
they make a lot
discounts
of money
make
for it.
everybody crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little bit sketchy. Like before Christmas, you have this Black Friday. Everyone runs, let's go,
yeah, around
and then
Thanksgiving.
They get crazy. They
and
get
you
insane.
see one day after that, everyone is like wherever you go, it's Christmas and Christmas toys, Christmas decorations, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, companies start planning for Christmas in terms of advertising and everything. They start planning for Christmas months ahead. They know it's going to be their most lucrative time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is for our episode, I guess. Yeah?
Yeah,
Do you
it's
have
a nice
anything?
episode.
Yeah, so before we end this episode, guys, I want to thank all of you for your time. Make sure to join our Instagram page to see more from our university, hu.slo, SLO for those who wonder. And let us know what's your favorite thing is about Christmas. Like something, a song, music, food, anything. I think we're going to put like a box on our Insta page for you so that we could see your opinion, what you like, what you don't like. Make sure to give us your feedback about this episode. And until then, stay tuned for the next episode. I'm your host. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.